Welcome to Book Club The Yappening, a podcast where we discuss every and all things we've read and some of us haven't read, in a safe place where we can yap about life in general. In the description, you'll find links to our Fable, Instagram, and Discord accounts. Please follow for more yapping in different styles. For a warning, we will 100% be spoiling this book, so please pause, go read, and come back to yap. Welcome here yet again to the Yappening!
Yappening!
And today we have a treat. We have a Nikolai.
We do have a Nikolai.
He's telling us stories today.
And he is a treat.
He is a treat. All right, so curl the fuck up and get cozy.
It's the first book I haven't read.
Oh my god, yeah. So
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've read everything.
That we've everything that we've covered so far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Daddy's here to tell you a story about BL, boy love.
Gabe.
You're telling us about boy love?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm really cuddled in.
She's like, I'm sad.
I'm sad.
And if you want a heated rivalry reference, you're going to get one.
Woo!
Okay, is this heated rivalry?
It is not.
Okay. I mean, if we couldn't discuss this on the Yappening, I guess if it was heated rivalry.
Yeah.
I mean, you can skip around that.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if you can do heated rivalry.
well, no, because I did Lights Out.
That is true. You did do Lights Out. What is this? What is the title of this one?
This is Lose You to Find Me by Erik J. Brown.
Mm.
Okay, I'm ready.
All
What's
right.
that?
Content warnings for injury, blood, death of parent, toxic relationship, homophobia, alcohol, abortion, racism, and grief.
Let's go.
Well,
And if you're wondering how there's an abortion trigger warning in a BL, well, you'll find out.
And a BL.
and a BL.
A non-MPREG BL. Anyways.
Oh!
He's into some stuff.
Yeah, non-MPREG. Anyways. Okay. I actually didn't get the character's name because I only did the audiobook. I know I have the Kindle version, but it's either Tommy D or Tommy D's. Not entirely sure.
Okay.
He works at Sunset Estates Retirement Community. He's very strict on that. It isn't an old folks' home or a place to die or hell. It's actually pretty chill, and there are some characters that I really enjoy there. He needs to deal with entitled boomers, which makes me wish for death, but he's a better person than I. He looks at the schedule and sees a name that he recognizes. What?
No, my leg's bouncing.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
When I've shaken my leg, you've been like, you have to stop doing that while we're
Yeah, I'm
recording.
so sorry.
So I was just like...
It's usually because the microphone stand is on what you're shaking.
Yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
like
I
doing...
know. That's
I'm
what I'm like,
sorry.
babe.
I'm so sorry. Okay, we'll try to...
Act right.
Oh, you're good. Okay. He sees a new training in the schedule, and it's a name that he recognizes. Gabe De La Hoya. He was the boy that Tommy became friends with at a day camp one summer. He was also the boy that made Tommy realize that he was gay.
Okay.
Sorry.
This feels like a squawk.
I love...
Let the seagull in.
I love gay men. I'm sorry. I'm going to be really animated through this.
We know.
Yeah.
Gay men.
They're
You
good,
love
good people, except for one in this book who is... He's a bad dude.
It doesn't
We'll
mean
get
he's
there.
not people. It just means he's bad people.
He's bad
Yeah,
people,
that's true. Okay. Yeah, gays are people too, I guess.
Nick,
God.
what the fuck? You're gonna get canceled and we aren't even a thing yet.
Yeah, that's true.
You better relax.
Legitimately have to cut that one out. Just that part.
It was clearly whatever.
No, I get it. But people in the world.
Yeah,
People.
I could just slather it in sarcasm and people will still not get it. Anyways, okay. So he sees a name that he recognizes. He hasn't seen this kid in like 6 years. It was a day camp, so they went home at the end of the day. Gabe's like, yeah, I'm going home. We're going on vacation and I'll be back. Never sees him again.
Mm-hmm.
So Tommy's pumped to see Gabe again, but he has the mission first. He wants his boss to write him a recommendation letter for the culinary school he wants to attend. His dad went, but didn't finish, and now that his dad's no longer around, Tommy wants to become a top shelf in his memory.
Mm-hmm.
He bakes in spare time like the pandemic was still going on. His boss, Natalie, is described as a real terror, so he's nervous, but she's got connections to the school, so he's willing to put himself out there. She agrees, but gives him a challenge to make sure he's up to it. He has to do 3 things for her, and the letter is his. He has to train the newbie, comply with a complicated request from a resident that Natalie will give them, and a third thing she hasn't decided yet. Tommy accepts. He tries to explain to his friend Ava about Gabe working there and how tall and handsome of a deal that is, when a tall, handsome boy approaches asking where he can find Thomas. It's Gabe. taller and handsomer than he was when he was 11.
Well, one would hope.
Yeah. How'd you get shorter and uglier? Uglier, sure. Stuff happens, but shorter?
Stuff happens. You run into trees.
Trees fall on you.
I hate when that happens.
I hate when that happens.
You should be 7 feet tall. He introduces himself to Tommy, like they were meeting for the first time, like they didn't go to camp and share their lunches with each other.
Scandalous.
Yeah. Tommy asks, is there a worse feeling in the world than your first crush forgetting about you? I mean, sure, maybe getting shot, stabbed, or electrocuted feels worse, but I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
He brushes it off, introduces himself, and begins the training. They start with the table sizes for meals, and Gabe makes a joke. Tommy says there are 2 tabletops, 4 tops, and 6 tops. Sounds like a party. I almost passed out.
Let's go.
Was that a gay joke? It absolutely was. Was Gabe gay? Did straight guys make jokes about tops and bottoms?
Yeah, actually, today. I think so, yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time casting these characters because I don't know enough Gen Z actors. I can see Julian Dennison as Tommy solely because I trust a skinny chef as much as I trust a nurse who smokes. But let's be honest, it would go to Timothy Chalamet or one of the Stranger Things kids.
Yeah.
I think Hollywood would try to get Zendaya for Ava. Would try and get Zendaya for Ava because they forget there are other actresses of color. And writing down a list of actors, I couldn't place one for Gabe. So, Latino, pick up your mind.
I love that you always do like your spirit cast.
If you need to know how old I am, it was easier to cast the cast in the retirement home. I don't.
Yes, your retirement home.
I think I'd cut it because I'm like, do people even know these actors and actresses? Anyways.
I mean, based on the age of our demo, yes.
I've only seen gender breakdowns, not the ages, but
it's like 30 to like 60.
There are people.
Oh, then Stacy Keach is definitely on the cast list. Gabe outs himself as a movie buff and a pretentious one. He wants to go to film school, either Los Angeles or New York. Tommy's culinary schools also have campuses in each city, and Tommy starts to fantasize about them living together and going to school together. Well, separate schools, but coming home.
Mm-hmm.
Even if Tommy watches mostly food shows and competitions and doesn't know Clint Eastwood from Clint Howard, so they exchange numbers, and so Gabe can give him a crash course in film, and they end up streaming Back to the Future and Back to the Future 2 together long distance.
Nice.
We actually did the same thing with Rach.
Yeah.
Don't watch the third one. It's fine. You don't need to. It's a Western.
I'm like, didn't we watch the third one? I'm almost positive we watched the third one.
I haven't seen any.
Oh, the first two are really good. Third one is good. It's just kind of like different. Several days later, a dispute between Gabe and another staff member ends with a gauntlet being thrown, and everyone on that shift gathers behind the building after clocking out. Tommy defends Gabe's honor by fighting in his stead. They battle using packets of butter. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Western-style showdown. Squeezing them when they're warm makes them squirt, and the goal is to not get hit. All is well. It was just a way to blow off steam. Ava takes a pregnancy test, since her period is late, and it's negative. She celebrates with Tommy at a house party that weekend that Gabe also attends. As does Brad Waldorf, a closeted hockey player that Tommy has hooked up with casually several times. Him and Tommy say hi, but Gabe cuts in to introduce them to his other friends, since he attends a private school. His other, straighter friends. Tommy starts to get uncomfortable with the toxic levels of hetero being exuded and excuses himself.
Well, yeah.
Your friends aren't really my speed. He laughed. I know, typical straight bro dudes. Yeah, and that's really not me. Straight? Bro? Dude? Then he quirked his head. Typical? I'm just putting the quotes in as I read them.
Yeah, but you do a good job because I know when you're reading a quote.
Yeah. Gabe knows his friends can be assholes and wants to show Tommy that he is an asshole. Just friends with assholes. All friends have assholes.
Well.
You hope. Do you hope? Do you hope not? Anyways.
I don't really care about people's buttholes. That's your business.
I'm talking about assholes. Anyways. A 3-story... No. I jumped too far ahead. So Tommy gives Gabe a chance and goes back to his house. A 3-story monster with a wraparound porch, roundabout driveway, and detached 2-story carriage house garage. It's very distinct, and Tommy thinks it looks familiar. A signal that this book was written for me and all millennials. Gabe St. Bernards are referred to as puppers, and they bork.
Oh, we love a good bork.
I didn't mean to do Swedish
Chef.
It just happens. Bork. There we go. They go to the guest house above the carriage house, garage where Gabe likes to hang out.
I just love seeing, I don't even know if you can see it in the video, but Butter's snout is like right next to Nick's foot. And
I
then
know.
also you have Fig in the corner.
She's just like off. Yeah, both of them are just off of frame.
Mm-hmm. Oh, little snoozy. When prompted, Gabe says the movie that made him want to make movies was The Avengers. But his favorite movie is In the Mood for Love, a Hong Kong-French romantic drama from 2000. A man and a woman meet up in secret as friends. When they find out their respective spouses are having an affair together, they plan to get back at them, but can't go through with it. There are feelings between them, but they don't want revenge to dictate that. They had multiple near misses over the years, but the movie ends with the man whispering a secret into a hollow in a temple and sealing it with mud, an old tradition. Come on up here. You gotta lay down, though. Nope.
What? Butters?
Yeah? It's categorically one of the greatest films of all time. Hi.
Oh my god.
What else you gotta say, girl? Tell us.
Read more GL.
Come lay down, honey.
Come on.
Come lay down.
She said, Dad, you're in my seat.
Come here. Come lay down. Come here.
Okay, go.
Gabe walks Tommy out and asks why he pretended not to know Gabe when they met. Says Tommy didn't acknowledge it, neither did he. So he actually did, recognize him, but they just kind of played it off like, yes, we are meeting for the first time because they don't recognize me. But it becomes clear that
that would be me, like, just awkward as fuck, like, but also not certain if I actually do know you.
Yeah. You could have said something and add a whole new flaky layer of mortification to my awkward croissant. No, thank you. They stand there nervously for a bit until the moment strikes. They both lean into each other and they kiss. Tommy's buzzing with excitement. I lost my place. Tommy's buzzing with excitement until Gabe drops the bomb. He has a boyfriend.
Oh no, not the boyfriend.
Tommy's favorite residents are Al and Willa, and they're mine as well. The gay grandpa and lesbian grandma everyone would love to have. So I'll give you some Al quotes to lighten the mood after Gabe just smashed our collective hearts. I stood up and told the old bitch, Al, Willa scolded. If I have to sit through goddamn Casablanca one more goddamn time, I'm gonna hire a bunch of tired drag queens to come give a running commentary through the whole fucking thing. I turned to Willa. You didn't scold him for that one. She shrugged. It's a direct quote. He really did say it. What am I gonna do, scold him again? I do have Daisy Chain and Jenna Fluid on retainer.
Come lay down. Okay, hold on. This girl needs to get comfy, and I don't know if she needs to do it. But you're half late. Come on. Come on. Just get on. Just lay down.
She said, this is my time to shine.
Just lay down. Here. I have a leg. There, just lay down.
Gabe asked what movie Al would like to show instead. Honestly, anything. But I was pitching Pink Flamingos. I just wanted them all to eat, all to watch Divine eat dog shit.
Ew. That upsets me so deeply.
Yeah. George, the administrative manager of Sunset Estates, is also homosexual, so then the two engage in a shade-off. I don't remember looking into a mirror and saying Rugrash knees 3 times. Your hair looks whiter than it normally does. Has it needlessly called the police today?
Yikes.
Hi. Do you gotta go potty? No?
She just wants him.
I know, she loves him so much. She's like not even my dog anymore. She says dog.
I'm a dog dad and she's a cat mom.
Mm-hmm.
Here, just lay down. I don't know what you want. You want to play?
She said, I don't know what I want either.
Did you behave? I asked. Al acted offended for half a second, before Willa said, he went off on Reagan to marry Sue Humphreys. Al's offense turned quickly to glee as I shook my head. He's dead, I said, keeping my voice low. Why do you always antagonize her over it? He didn't bother to keep his voice down. That bastard let thousands of my friends die. You had thousands of friends, Willa interrupted with a sly grin. You're right. That bastard let hundreds of thousands of my family die, and I can drag his filthy dead corpse as often as I want. He also told her that when Mitch McConnell dies, he's going to move closer to wherever he gets buried and urinate on his grave every morning.
Blessings.
Al shrugged. I am. And I'll be sad to see you go, I said.
That evil turtle-looking motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Between this and You Kill Me First, I think I just love shady banter.
I mean, Yeah, you was shady. A hoe. You was shady hoe.
I throw it.
Secretly.
Secretly.
Secret
Keep
hoe.
them well
Shh.
hidden.
Gabe apologizes for not telling Tommy about the boyfriend. I think I messed that up. Gabe apologizes for not telling Tommy about the boyfriend and for the kiss. He said it's complicated. Tommy rightfully calls him out for being manipulative, so Gabe explains. His first boyfriend was outed by a friend's brother, and then he tried to kill himself. His parents sued Gabe's, which outed him to his family. So he doesn't talk about his new boyfriend, which doesn't excuse his behavior. Brad Waldorf wants to talk to Tommy alone, so they take it to Tommy's car, since he thinks Brad wants to make out, or more. Brad's down. Tommy admits that he likes Brad, but as long as Brad is in the closet, he's okay with keeping it casual. He can relate somewhat. Tommy's out except to his mom. No real reason, he doesn't think his mom will react poorly. Tommy convinces Gabe to help him film a cooking tutorial in the style of his favorite YouTube channels, specifically mentioning Babish Culinary Universe, Food 52, and Claire Saffitz.
Oh.
Maybe the time they spend together will make Gabe see that Tommy is the one that he should be with, like a Taylor Swift song. I would like your help with something, I said. Shoot. How good are you at making movies? He wiggles his eyebrows. What kind of movies? Tommy isn't supposed to do kitchen prep work just yet. It's an OSHA no-no. But he helps Chef Ronnie prepare made-to-order well-done steaks, impressing her enough to tell him that he should work back there when he turns 18. Ava and I had a tradition that was going on 2 years now. Each Halloween we would get a little tipsy, either share a bottle of Prosecco she nabbed from her uncle, or split a gummy we would buy from Luke. And eat the candy we were supposed to be handing out while watching the worst Halloween-themed cooking tutorials or episodes of on YouTube.
What's that?
It's Trixie Mattel and Katya.
Oh yeah, I know of them. I just don't want. I love them, but I just don't want.
I just put that in because, references to current pop culture.
I know, but also just the fact that we love Babish, we love Claire.
Yeah, it's, precisely. Gabe convinces Tommy and Ava to come to his Halloween party. It's then that Tommy realizes that he has been to Gabe's house even before the summer camp. Each year on Halloween night, they turn the place into a walk-through haunted house. Ava points out that there were 2 ghost ships passing in a haunted night. Gabe introduces his boyfriend Vic, dressed as a generic pirate rather than the dread pirate Roberts he was supposed to be. So instead of Inigo Montoya, Gabe was an astronaut. Tommy and Ava are undead prom king and queen.
Cute.
Against his own wishes, Tommy begins talking to Vic about working at Sunset Estates. It must suck to be one of the only gay dudes in the place. I thought about that frequently, and how lucky Al and Will were to have each other as friends. Vic smiled again. But imagine how different it'll be when we're older, and how many openly queer folk will be in there then. That's a pretty cool thought. That was a cool thought, and one I hadn't really thought about on my own. Oh, I said. What if there are even whole entire retirement homes that cater only to queer folks? And I guess allies, because you couldn't discriminate against the poor straights. Right? It's not their fault they were born that way.
I don't know that there are straight people. I don't know that I've met one.
I'm sure there
You're
are.
already surrounded by
The kids.
guys, not straight people, is what I mean.
feel like most of the male characters in this are gay or at least questioning. I know the Kinsey scale is brought up at some point.
What's that?
Oh, it's I think maybe debunked or just maybe outdated. Scale of how straight you are versus how gay. Having a single crush or finding feminine guys hot to I don't like men, but The Rock can get it.
He studied sexuality, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's outdated or
Well, yeah, I mean a lot of stuff from
I feel like there's problematic stuff out there, but I don't know.
I'm a full
I
time.
have heard
Is that super gay?
You're a super gay.
Yeah.
Don't like
I
men.
love that.
Oh shit, I like men too, though.
8 or 9.
A lot of people.
That's what I mean.
And if pansexual might be a 5, 6, depending.
I'm so in the middle.
Yeah,
I
it's a little bit of swaying, and that's totally
love
fine.
femboys.
Vic admits he bought the alcohol for the party, and Tommy tries to dislike Vic for buying for high schoolers, but he doesn't have much room to talk since he prefers the top shelf over bottom. That's strictly an alcohol joke and not a gay joke. Vic turns serious and tells Tommy that he knows Tommy kissed Gabe. He didn't know Gabe was seeing anyone, so he's not upset. Just don't let it happen again. Tommy's incensed that Gabe told Vic that he kissed him. Let me take that one again. Tommy's incensed that Gabe told Vic he kissed him, like Tommy kissed Gabe. It was a little of both, but Gabe definitely kissed back. Tommy escapes, and after a quick cry, runs into Brad Waldorf dressed as Special Agent Burke Macklin, FBI. Why did Brad have to choose to be the worst Marvel?
What is happening, Butters?
What do you gotta know his place.
She like woke up.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
She slept all fucking day.
Future Nick here. Due to some dog-related complications, I muted my mic here and didn't turn it back on. So for the next few minutes, the part of me will be played by me in the future. They still make out until Gabe texts him, telling him he's sorry, he missed him, and misses him, and then asks him to delete the text. Tommy asks Al and Willa for advice for having a crush on someone already dating. They tell him to give up and not waste his time, energy, and sanity. Willa even relays her own experience. The woman she was seeing in college suddenly dropped out and got married. To a man. Years later, they locked eyes in a supermarket, with their ships passing in the night.
Good luck, babe.
After that, they find each other again at an AIDS activism group. A decade later, they found themselves single and moved in together. Very early on. I think they said second or third date. Yep. As of now, she lives with her wife and runs a winery. Tommy asks if this was a gay intervention. Tommy arrives at Gabe's to discuss their video, and he finds out that Natalie, the great and powerful manager, is Gabe's aunt. She got him the job at Sunset Estates. Gabe didn't want people finding out because he knows how she can be. Tommy sees this as another lie he's told and leaves to protect both Gabe and his recommendation letter. While assisting in the kitchen again, Tommy accidentally grabs a hot tray sitting on a cutting board and burns himself on melted plastic. He convinces the chef he's fine and they don't need to fill out an OSHA report. Anything to not ruin the chance of his letter from Natalie. Ava receives her acceptance letter to Johns Hopkins, the school she's been gunning for since she was a child. Rather than being hyped, she's not sure she wants to go anymore. The stress of the pregnancy scare put things into perspective for her, and she thinks she wants to take a gap year instead. Tommy scolds her for missing out on her chance, and Ava tells him it's her decision. One evening, Tommy goes to retrieve coffee for the residents, only to find the machines turned off and no available pots. He scrambles and throws together a fresh batch he delivers, which turns out to be Natalie's test. Just solving a simple problem instead of telling a resident no.
I swear, poor Nick. All these animals harassing him.
I know. He lives in a house full of bitchy women. Honestly.
I do not co-sign that remark.
I mean, your wife, that's kind of mean. And then your cat, that's definitely mean. And then your dog that likes to bully you.
Yeah, I'm not calling anyone bitchy. I know better. Close to Christmas, Gabe gets into an argument with Vic and asks if Tommy can come out with him, and they go for ice cream. The place is themed after the Oscars, and the dishes are named after award-winning actresses. Close to Christmas, Gabe gets into an argument. Reese's Witherspoon Sundae, Banana Jodie Foster, Rum Raisinette Benning. I love puns. They are my Jennifer Lawrence. They go back to Tommy's and exchange gifts. Gabe, without a doubt, pulls Tommy in for a kiss. Yet, Gabe goes to New Year's with Vic. His ship has gone out to sea with another captain. Hey, I just got the pirate costume metaphor. Because he hijacked Gabe. This was about the time that Vyvanse was really hitting, and I just went, metaphor.
Just like swirling.
Like I'm seeing the Matrix code. Tommy runs into Brad and ends up explaining the whole sordid thing with Gabe. Brad just listens, and Tommy thinks he looks a little jealous. Midnight comes and they don't kiss. Brad just hugs him and comforts him. Tommy's cutting lemons at work when he sees Gabe again. The sight, the anger, makes him careless, and he confronts Gabe about how he uses him and then runs back to Vic. Gabe and Tommy are both hurt. Gabe because he knows Tommy's right. And Tommy because he cuts half of his ring finger and a third of his pinky off.
Ooh.
And Tommy is hurting more because he got lemon juice in his wounds. The doctor on staff makes a mental note of the knife brand. It was a nice clean cut, so the digits are reattachable. Tommy's mom can't help but notice that her son's very upset. Upset that he cut off his fingers, and beyond that. Tommy realizes how stupid this all is. He has no reason to be scared to come out to his mom, so he admits he wasn't paying attention like he should have been, because he had someone else on his mind. His mom asks for their name, and Tommy knows the jig is up.
Oh yeah, he was cute. I might have cut a pinky for him back in the day. Though not the ring finger, because that's some symbolism, kid.
She even reveals that her and Tommy's father had discussed it before he passed. Like, is our son gay? Yeah, that's really fine. Which I like. Although, kind of speculating about your kid's sexuality, but what are you going to do? Ava arrives with a get well card that everyone but Gabe has signed, and also a desire to make up. She understands Tommy was coming from a good place, even if he was ass-butting in, and he apologized for, the ass-butting. They forgive, and she says Gabe seemed embarrassed to sign the card. Something Tommy said must have gotten through to him. Nellie also drops by with his letter of recommendation. Just kidding, it's an OSHA accident form. She also has his recommendation. I'm not kidding this time. The final task would have been supervised kitchen work from when he turned 18, before he got himself a 6-month medical leave. Nellie tells Tommy that she thinks he would have been a good influence on Gabe. He was happier when they worked together. And that's when we find out that Nellie is not the antagonist. She's just his boss. It's implied that she's mean and a bit strict, and to a 17-year-old that makes her the enemy.
Well.
But she's not wrong in doing so. No, they should not be having butter fights. That is a sentence I just said. She takes on the responsibility of telling residents no to keep things cooperative between them and the staff. Yes, it's annoying for a proud chef to slapdash steak sauce for well-done cuts, or for someone to smile and nod when asked where they're from. Nellie didn't make Gabe a nepo baby. She did him a favor getting him a job so that he can help pay for college. She didn't force Tommy to complete her tasks. She didn't force Tommy to complete her tasks 3 for her sadistic employment, or she didn't force Tommy to complete her task 3 for her sadistic enjoyment. She wanted to know he knew his stuff and could handle a fresh, chiseled face, could handle a stressful situation unbeknownst to him was controlled, and could handle working in the kitchen and still wanted to. All this is implied. I'm just getting better at reading between the lines. The curtains are still just fucking blue sometimes.
Yeah.
Tommy can't focus on his application essay since he no longer has a film nerd to shoot his recipe video, nor 2 working hands, so he bakes with 1 working hand. He wonders what the art of making food means to him. It's a connection to his dad. He bakes his feelings, good and bad. It's what he's most passionate about. His mom asks why he has to go to his dad's school. Parents don't have kids to fulfill their own dreams. Ava bamboozles him to sneak into Sunset Estates, along with some other staff and an AV club member from school, so they can film in the larger kitchen to look professional. And with close-up shots, they can use one of the male staff's hands to cover up for Tommy's bandaged hand. But they are caught by Chef Ronnie. Tommy takes the blame and the scolding. He explains they wanted to make croquembouche because it looks fancy and is difficult, just like the school is. Or the boy he liked. Chef Ronnie says that just because it looks great doesn't mean it's the best for him. She had worked in restaurants, but it wasn't the right fit for her. And there's no shame where she ended up, especially since she gets to stay close to her mother, who's a resident there. She helps him make baked Alaska while the others film him. Ava drags Tommy to a party so he can designatedly drive. And he ends up making out with Brad Waldorf in his car again. Until Tommy makes the wrong move and pain shoots through his injured hand. Very sweetly, Brad kisses his fingers, making his heart race. Their teeth clack together. They're both clumsy. They end up talking about other injuries they've had. Brad is no Gabe, but maybe if he wasn't hiding himself, he may be the baked Alaska Tommy needs. I'm not sure if it's the Vivans or me understanding the symbolism on a second read, but I feel like I'm killing this media literacy thing.
Yeah.
Ava admits to Tommy that she didn't tell him not because she was mad at him, but because she knew his feelings about Gabe were complex. But Gabe dumped Vic a couple weeks ago. And Vic didn't take it well. So he sends screenshots of their messages to Gabe's family, the same way that happened to Gabe's previous boyfriend. And he attempted self-harm. Vic also sent a pornographical video that wasn't Gabe and Vic, but a Latinx and a white man, trademark. But since it was allegedly Gabe, his family didn't look closely enough to verify, and rightfully so. Ava, Tommy, and the Sunset Estates Exterminators, my nickname for the crew, are going to, quote, fuck his shit up. Tommy and Gabe sneakily try to get Vic to confess to sending everything, but Vic has seen Veronica Mars, so he knows not to blab about his crimes on camera. But that's fine, since Vic's car is being smeared with butter packets and eggs and pig's feet. What's he going to do, call the cops? He tries to call the cops. But except Tommy has a video of Vic buying alcohol from one of them, in exchange for the promise of favors. Plus, any previous times he's provided booze, he could get fined per incident per person. Getting his car detailed and not contacting Gabe again would be less costly. Vic is lost, just like the rest of his name. Tommy is regretted to be informed that he didn't get into his school, which is a giant relief. He has always had other options to consider, but he was blinded by the best and brightest one. But that was his past, and not his future. The staff stop at the retirement community to show off to the residents and Gabe, who goes to a different school, and the residents... I messed that up. Anyways, before they go to prom. A lesbian couple, Tommy knows, wear homemade dresses, and before you ask, they do have pockets.
Pocket blessings.
Brad Waldorf asks Tommy to dance. Tommy wonders if he's imagining everyone else right now, and he and Brad are actually alone. A slow song starts playing, and as they take to the dance floor, Brad says this is his official coming out. He told his parents and his teammates already. I can only imagine that the story takes place at this moment in time, and hockey player Brad felt that heated rivalry gave him the courage to do so.
It's a reference in the book, Heated Rivalry? How long has it been out?
No, that was me making a reference.
Yeah.
Oh, you did great.
Thank you. I think this was like 2021.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I just thought, hey, gay hockey player, throw it in the tags, SEO. In fact, each time Brad and Tommy made out, it started as Brad trying to ask Tommy how he did it. But he couldn't say no, and Tommy assumed he just wanted to hook up. I figured school's ending. I might never see these people again. What the hell? Sorry, I should have told you first, shouldn't I? I mean, I thought it would be kind of fun to not tell anyone and have this dance, but I realized that's me pulling you into my narrative. Wow, he really wasn't in therapy. They start dating afterward. They won't be too far from each other's future schools, so they can see each other often. It ends at Gabe's graduation party. Everyone will be going off to do their own thing soon, but Tommy isn't worried. He isn't planning his future based around a crush or hypothetical acceptance letters anymore. You can't always plan life like a recipe. And that's it.
That was nice and spicy.
Wow.
He doesn't get with the handsome boy, but forges his own path.
And we love that.
Yeah. So yeah, I gave you all the quotes.
Yeah. I like that.
Along with You Killed Me First, it's just a very funny book. All the references.
Yeah.
I had to cut some of it out just for time, but he makes a joke about talking about the resident Al, all things considered. So, Al things considered?
So is this like time setting wise, right? Are they in high school? Or are they in college? Or are they about
it sounds like they're seniors.
Yeah,
seniors
they graduate
in high
at the
school,
end.
and they're gonna go into college. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Final year.
He lost a finger before he graduated high school?
Yeah. That's why you use a cut glove.
That's
Yeah.
fucking wild. It reminds me of like degloving. Like Jimmy Fallon, it happened to him where like you have a ring on and if you fall it
I got Nick
pulls your finger.
Yeah, I got him a silicone ring for him to wear at work so that if he gets it snagged somewhere, it'll break before it does that to him.
Decide to deglove your finger.
Yeah, by rights, I shouldn't be anywhere near a machine that's running, but there are exceptions to the rule, and I don't want to be that exception.
And his wedding ring is like too big. Both of our like rings are a little bit big. So I got him, yeah, and he's also been worried that it'll fall off into a machine or something, or just fall off somewhere at work. So I got him like a little silicone one that is A, better fitted, but also B.
I feel that. What do you
Yeah.
think?
This was Me to Find You.
Yeah, I like that one. That was cute.
It was cute.
I found the one from a horror movie podcast. He was talking about, they talk about other things that they've like read. I think may have been during the writer strike.
Okay.
They weren't talking about movies. They were talking about like books and stuff, just to align themselves with the strikers. And he said, "Yeah, my friend wrote this book, and just the premise of it being like." Gabe means so much to me. He's the one that made me realize who I am, and he doesn't remember me at all. I'm just like, ooh, love that. I need to read it. And then they came up with an audiobook.
It's always just funny to me in my mind when like people remember like memories of you that you just. I know that would happen to you more so, but like.
2 Christmases ago, we went to your work holiday party, and like the waitress remembered me. I'm like, oh, she's like, we went to elementary school together. I'm like, I remember your name because it's like, it's a common name, but not one that I have heard like the rest of my life. So like name wise, familiar. I don't recognize you at all, but I know that I look like the exact same from when I was 7. So
That happened to me once. I remember I was at the grocery store and one girl looked at me and she's like, "You went to this school?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Wow, you look exactly the same."
No, you don't.
And it made me feel awful because like they used to make fun of me for how I looked in high school so much.
You don't look the same. You don't look the same
Sorry, it was
from when I
probably
first
middle
met
school.
you.
Yeah, no, I'm so different now.
Yeah, you are. Especially from like, because I met you when you were a freshman.
You remember me when I was 15, yeah.
Yeah, you were just a little baby. I remember you just like following Mike around in band.
Oh yeah, my trumpet player, Mike.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was my freshman. I was a senior, so they pair a freshman and a senior up in marching band, so you can kind of mentor. And Mike was like my freshman, and I just remember you like just following him around, like constantly being like Mike, and I'm like, what is going on with this girl?
I literally had a crush on him.
Mm.
Which is funny.
Well, I mean, yeah, you were just,
Yeah.
and so I knew you from that, and then you started dating Emily, who we were friends with, so then you, like, incorporated into the group outside of just being in marching band with
I
us.
stayed, didn't I, better?
We kept you and got rid of the other one.
We did, yeah.
same thing happened with Lisa and Brian. They started dating, then we got together, and they went off and did their own thing, and now here we are.
You guys are married. And where Lisa is, we don't know.
15 in July. That's crazy.
And I'm single, not ready to mingle. And it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm still... The losing the finger thing really is getting me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the most dramatic turn.
One time I cut the tip of my thumb off while I was like chopping onions out.
Oh!
And it grew back.
Oh, nice!
It looked like if I looked
How
at
is
my
the skin then?
Yeah, it was, but like there was like a chunk taken out, like it was a crescent shape out of my thumb.
If I'm remembering correctly, because this was a while ago, I think at least maybe the premise is based on a true story.
Okay.
So it may just been like,
I believe it.
This person didn't remember me, and that's totally fine. They may have worked at a retirement community. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, based on a true story ish.
Speaking of that, also, if Rachel reads Heated Rivalry, we might have to discuss that one. Ooh! HBO show, so good. So good.
I hear good things.
It's good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just saw a video. Amanda sent me a video with the actor for one of the guys in Heated Rivalry showing Jimmy Fallon how he positions most of the movie, and he's on both of his hands with his ass up on the floor. And I'm like, and he got Jimmy to do it. Oh my god. It was great.
Yeah.
Thank you for the kisses.
All right.
Kisses. Alrighty, we yapping it up.
We
Right.
sure fucking yap.
We sure did.
A big day of yapping.
They're ready.
One day she's gonna learn how to scale.
Oh,
that.
she's plotting in her cat brain.
Mhm.
It's because we keep her fishing pole up there.
Oh. Is that?
Mhm.
Shit. One day it's just gonna all be off.
I know. I know.
All right, let's wrap up.
All
Wrap
right.
up the yap sesh. And you know,
Yeah, this was definitely like a little shorty. I love that.
we love a little bite size.
I know, especially with
more
my
bite
fucking
size, yeah.
long ass. I just remember you were like, "Oh, I got a shorten. It's like 8 pages." I'm like, "Babe, mine are like 17."
She told me in the
18
car
pages."
that hers were 18 when she did her other one, and when you said yours, I'm like, well, bite sized, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Goddess of Filth, that one was a little shorty too.
Mhm. Yeah, and I'm normally like short. I'm like mid range for the most part.
On Storygraph, when you do reviews, it asks if the book is more story oriented or character oriented, and I feel like both mine have been very character oriented.
Yeah, they feel character.
Like there's obviously story there, but it's more about the interactions between the
Yeah.
people that move things along,
Mhm.
and yours are like pretty story based.
Oh yeah.
So there's definitely like a difference there, even like across genres.
I'm excited to do a Soul to Keep. That's gonna be a.
That'll be the smutting, correct?
I think we could probably. That one has enough storyline that we
Okay.
could just kind of skirt around some stuff. Obviously,
Okay.
like the like spice is technically part of the story. So the premise is that he's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
And he essentially, in exchange for keeping this community safe from other monsters, he gets to have a bride. The problem is that he can only control his bloodlust until he either smells blood or until he smells someone who's frightened of him. And because nobody from the community has ever met him and his brides never come back, the brides are always terrified when they go with him. So he always at some point like loses it, and but then also there's like the blood factor of like you are taking a wife and
There will be
women
blood.
bleed. So that's
oh god.
yeah, so like some spice is technically part of the storyline because she's like a virgin, and obviously we know what happens with that.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some stuff like that. But again, that one has enough of a storyline that we could definitely
Okay.
work around it.
So
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okie
Are
pokey.
you
I
gonna
don't know
send
when
us
that one's
off?
coming out, so
yeah,
don't be anticipating that one anytime quick. That's probably maybe
No,
like
no, we got like the whole Hunger Games together.
I know that one's probably definitely gonna hit in the spring, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Aprilish.
Yeah, just because we have a couple series that we're going through right now.
Oh,
and so that's
yeah.
gonna be back to back to back.
Send us out, Nick.
Future Nick here again. Turns out we don't have the rights to Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin. So here's Toxic Love by Ryan Stasek, Kanika Moore.
Wait, you can't do that.
Bye.
We don't have the rights.
Bye.